Welcome to Faith Speaks here on Around Town. I'm your host, Dick Patton, coming from the Immaculate Heart of Mary Church here on Loudon Road, and with my director, Brian Bracklin, at the camera there and microphone. And a beautiful day today, though. I kept saying that earlier, and we've been lucky finally, except the wind. I can hear the wind out there whipping around, but at least it's not the well, I guess I could say March wind still, but they were saying nor'easter this morning, but we didn't get it, did we?
No, praise God.
Ah, praise God's right. This stupid, the weatherman is so off. I don't get it. You know, Manchester, every once in a while I'll send Kevin Scarupa a message. I'll say, what happened down there? We computers die or something, or what? You know, because it's like they just can't seem to do it right, but anyway, but I'm so glad to have Chuck McGee here. Now, Chuck, what is your title with the Knights of Columbus? Are you Grand Knight?
I'm the Grand Knight of the Council.
You're
Yes,
the
we
Grand Knight.
meet here. We meet here at IHM the second Monday of every month at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
The Knights of Columbus are a group of lay Catholic men, and I lovingly say that we're Catholic men trying to do good.
Well, you certainly have done it over the years, that's for sure. You know, I wonder how things are going in there, but you're getting ready for your 4th annual Fill a Truck Drive food drive.
That's right.
And that's coming up on April 13th and the 14th, which is actually Palm Sunday weekend. And so they are looking for all non-perishable food items. And they'll willingly will accept cash donations as well. So now this is the 4th year you've done this, and you've got looks like a 18-wheeler or a tractor trailer. Now, how well have you done with this? Have you filled up the trailer? Or
we have come pretty close.
Yeah.
We are hoping that this is the year. We are hoping that we can break the 5,000 pounds of food mark this year. We've come awful close a couple of times, but we're really trying to push it over the 5,000 pound mark this year. You know, I was joking with somebody the other day that oftentimes it can take 3 weeks to start a new routine or to break a bad habit. And I was joking that we've done this 3 years now, so I guess we've made it a habit. This is our 4th year. We're very excited about it. It is both days. It's 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. both days, the 13th and 14th. So it's not this weekend, but the following weekend.
Yep.
And we have the tractor trailer come in, as you say. Ross Express has been with us since the beginning as a sponsor of the trailer. They're very, very good to us. We park it right here in the parking lot. It's very easy. People roll in, roll out, just takes but a couple of minutes. We're happy to visit with folks if they want. We'll have the grill out there. We'll be grilling hot dogs and hamburgers if somebody wants a bite to eat. And we just try to make it a lot of fun.
Now it says here it benefits Concord St. Vincent de Paul Food Pantry.
That's correct.
Okay.
The food
Right.
pantry over at Christ the King
Yeah.
Church, which is located at the end of South Main Street here in Concord.
Yeah.
They receive every pound of food that we collect and every dollar that is donated. Everything, 100%, all of it stays right here in the community. We don't even take expenses to run the event. We pay for those expenses, and everything that's donated goes over there. We are very excited this year that we have the opportunity. The folks who run the Concord Gun Show have reached out to us. The gun show was the same weekend down at the Everett Arena, and they said that we can have people collecting cash donations and food donations right at the main entrance.
Oh, wow.
So we're really excited about that. That event generally draws 1,800, 2,000 people over the course of the
Yeah.
weekend. So we're really excited. We're really hoping that, combined with the extra generosity of the people, will help us push us over that goal of 5,000 pounds this year.
Are you going to have a truck down there as well?
We'll have a table and some boxes, and we'll shuttle it up here and add to the total up here. So it's all kind of one combined total, yeah.
Now you've also got down here the Pulse 107.7 WTPL and the Concord Lions Club. So are they also sponsoring this?
They are. The Concord Lions have been with us again since the start, as have the Pulse. The Lions are a fantastic partner organization in this event. They provide a lot of volunteers for us, help us with the publicity. I was on 107.7 The Pulse just yesterday morning They've again been with us since the start, and all very generous in their time in helping us promote the event.
Well, that's interesting. I just thought it was strictly Knights of Columbus, not the. I mean, we haven't heard much about the Lions at all for a couple of years of anything. So I wondered if they were.
Well, they're
involved.
they're another one of these social organizations that is struggling in today's environment, where people
I
have so
know.
many options. So
Yeah.
we reached out to them and said, hey, this might help you raise your profile, do some good in the community, which is, we know you folks are good. You know, that's your mission, and like our mission at the Knights. So we've partnered together. It's been a great partnership. They provide the boxes and some manpower, and we're really grateful for folks like you and your show for helping us get the word out. We've had people of means come donate. We've had people who are of limited means to come to donate. So the community as a whole has just been very, very generous, and it really is an important drive from the standpoint of the spring is often a slow time at the food pantry. They have a lot of donations and generous donors at the holiday season, which is needed as well, but they often see a dip in the spring. So this is, we originally planned this at Palm Sunday weekend so that if there was anybody out there who might not be able to have a nice Easter meal, we wanted to make sure that they could do so. So that's really was the impetus of the drive, and it really helps the food pantry kind of get over that lull in the spring.
Well, that's good though, because it is. I mean, there's always people out there that are hungry.
Well, that's what people ask me about the food
I'm
pantry.
telling you, they just.
We have people who come to the pantry who are there with regularity, and then we have people who come in you might not expect to see, but everybody goes through bad times. Good people experience bad times, and so we don't want anybody to feel like they can't come. If you're experiencing some challenges in your life and you need a little help, we want to be there for you. And so it's a great organization. We like to keep it local. We like to keep the food right here in the city.
That's good though, because like I said, you're right. I'm telling you.
Well, and you know yourself, Dick. You've seen it here. We're very blessed at IHM to have a more and more diverse population. We have a lot of people who are new Americans. They don't usually have a lot of means, so we're even seeing an increase in diversity at the food pantry.
Interesting. Well, that's good though. No, so are you still doing the not penny drive? Oh goodness gracious, the Tootsie Roll drive.
We are. The Knights are. It's one of our premier programs, one of our best known programs. The Tootsie Roll. We call it the Tootsie Roll Drive, and really what that is we offer Tootsie Rolls in exchange for donations, and all of that money is for the Special Olympics.
Okay.
And so the Knights of Columbus are very, very involved with with the Special Olympics, and have been for years. We donate, the Supreme Council donates a lot of money to the Special Olympics, and the money we raise stays right here to help the local chapter in Concord.
That's good.
It's a very well-deserved program, and of course we believe in respecting all forms of life, young, old, those with challenges, and so we're happy to do that. We're proud to do that. That's probably a 40-year program now.
Oh, yeah, easily, yeah.
Yeah, it's been going on a very long time.
That's why I couldn't believe it when I read nationally how somebody cut the budget for them. I said, how in the world could they do such a thing? That was stupid.
Yeah, well, we're proud to do our part, and so
I'm glad they put the money back in, because that was terrible the other day when I read that on the news.
yeah, I believe the money's been restored.
It has. That was stupid. You know, I mean, there's so many things out there that they waste money on. So yet something like that people can get something out of and really enjoy the activities that's provided for them, and yet have it taken away that's crazy.
Right.
You know, it seems like those who have more than enough money in their wallets, they give nothing, they give little. But those who have nothing in their wallets will give you as much as they can give you.
We do see some very, again, generous people who come through the drive, and people always want to climb up the ladder and take a peek in the truck, and you're welcome to do that.
Yeah.
It is a lot of fun. We have my kids come out, you know, my younger kids come out, we have kids and we do the sorting right there on the site, so we keep everybody busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be out there the all day Saturday and all day Sunday, and again, rice, potatoes, canned goods, spaghetti, pastas, even canned hams. Canned hams will be very welcome this time of year.
So what not can they bring, and what shouldn't they not bring? I mean, there's some things that you can't bring.
Well, we're challenged with things like fresh vegetables.
Yeah.
That would be a challenge for us, just because we don't have the ability to really keep them
Yeah.
for a long term. But you know, bags of potatoes go pretty quick. But you know, your tomatoes and your carrots and things like that would be a challenge for us. We do have some capacity for frozen meat, so if somebody wants to bring a frozen ham or something like that, we can accommodate it. We don't have a lot of space for that, but you know, it's even toiletries are appreciated. You don't think of it, but
yeah.
we get a lot of requests for diapers,
Yes.
toilet tissue, bath
Yep.
tissue at the food pantry. Always welcomed. Always welcome.
Yeah, I'm sure, because definitely with whether it's paper towels or bathroom tissue or whatever, I mean, they're always looking for that. I mean, you'd be surprised. The ones who, I
I'd
mean,
just like to share my phone number with your audience, if that's okay.
Sure. Oh, by
if
all
somebody
means,
has a
Chuck.
question, somebody would like to make a larger donation and want to communicate with me, my phone number is 496-0639. That's area code 603-496-0639. And again, I'm the Grand Knight, so if there's questions about the event or you'd like to contact us, maybe you're not in town that weekend but you'd like to make a donation, I can be reached at that number.
yeah, by all means. Well, that's good enough. What's your membership up to now?
Our membership in the council is just shy of 200 members.
Concord?
Concord, yes.
Really?
A lot of them are older gentlemen who aren't as active as they once were. A lot of them are lifetime members. I would remind you that we've been in the city for over 125 years, so we certainly have some older members who are very loyal to us, but can't be as active as they once were.
You look at me.
No,
I bet you are. I can tell.
This is your part right here, my friend.
I can tell. I have my card because I'm a lifetime member.
We just gave Ed Mullen. We just presented Ed Mullen his lifetime membership card last month, so that was fun.
I mean, I really do wish I could go, but my problem is the Grange meets the same nights, and it's like I tried that once there, going back and forth the same night to both meetings, and it was like, oh man, that was too much. But you know, if it's something I can do on the side, you let me know, because I mean, well, of course, there again.
I'll leave you some posters. If you can get a few posters up for us around town, that would be great.
Well, of course, that too. Of course, the Grange and the Knights both still co-sponsor the creche.
Oh, the creche is unbelievable program.
I mean, we've been doing that. I mean, this has been this coming year. This year now is my 49th year of working with the recognition awards for outstanding police officer and all that. And that same year is when I got involved with the Christmas parade. And it was a year after that I got involved with the Christmas tree lighting. Because Jim Milliken come to me and said, gee, you do such a great job with the creche. He said, how about taking on, because the creche was such in disrepair, oh my gosh. They had stored it off Hazen Drive before they built all that stuff out there. And one day we drove out by it or something, and couldn't believe what I saw out there. And like I said, there was nothing built out there. It was just the Morton building, not like it is now, and the state police building. But in between those two, there was nothing. It was just woods. And they had taken the creche, the stable, and the two extensions that went on one in each side out there in the off season and left it. And oh, somebody went out there and spray painted all over the thing. They tore boards off it. It was, oh, what a mess.
Well, it is. You know, of course, I'm I'm the young whippersnapper of the group, so I didn't have the privilege of seeing it in its glory. I know at one time it was a really large affair. It is certainly scaled back. About 10 years ago, I went out and raised some private funds to make some repairs to the crush. So
Yep.
we've got it. What we have now is in pretty good shape.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, we're pleased that we put that up the day after Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And keep it up through the Christmas season. And we're proud to bring that to the plaza in front of the State House every year.
I know, I am so happy because it was like 2 years after the Grange took it on that Herb Audette contacted me and said, "Hey Dick," he said, "you know, the Knights of Columbus would like to know if you would like some assistance or something with that." And I said, "I'd love it," because I was a member of also at that time of the Knights. And I said, "Yeah." I said, "I think it would be wonderful." But you're right. Back when I was a kid, the stable, the original stable was like the half size of a house. And then on each side, there was 2 extensions.
It was camels.
The main part had 2 windows in back, and there was the angel that hung down on the back wall. Then there was Mary, Joseph, and the baby. There was a donkey and a cow that they would provide the warmth for the baby, and there was the camel. No, take it back. Then on one side was a shepherd, and he was a tall shepherd with the sheep. The other side had the wise men with the camel. And, you know, it was beautiful. And there was no fence, no nothing. But people used to steal a baby every year, or they'd steal the angel, they'd reach in through the window and take the angel out, you know, and so it was sad. But at that time, the Grange members had a lot of carpenters. So they went to work, they did, and we got over to my folks' house, and they cut it down to try to make it more movable, but it didn't help. We still had to have a tractor trailer to bring it down there, but we got rid of the extensions, and they boarded up the sides, and that's what it was. But then Jimmy Audette and Herbie there, they got involved, and some other ones, and they cut it down some more because Cedric Dustin Sr. donated a double-wide or double-long snowmobile trailer, and that's what you got out there, and that's what the size of it is. And then the Carmelite Monastery donated their outdoor crush up there, so you got part of it out of that there too. And so, you know, I mean, it's sad that people would do things like that, but I'm just so thankful of the Knights continuing to be a part of that, because it is
It's heartwarming, you know, when you're down there.
Is.
It's heartwarming when you're down in the town in the Christmas season. And you'll see people, I mean, the little kids especially love it.
Yes.
They love it.
It is, and you know, and I know there's been talk sometimes that the figurines are too big, but you know, those are the original figurines that were with that when we took it over back in our 71 or right around 72, and those are the ones that were with it back in the 60s. So you know, they've never changed the size to them. I'd hate to put small ones in there or something. You know, they don't look as right. These here at least look somewhat, you know, natural rather than not plastic or whatever, or, you know, ones you see on the doorstep of somebody's house during the season or whatever. But I know I just am thrilled when the Knights bring that down there, and I feel bad that I can't be of more help, but you know, it's just that I really am so happy because it just to see that
We
continue.
appreciate the effort that you do with the permitting and all that. It's really,
Oh.
really helpful.
It is, Chuck, you know, and I appreciate all your help with it, because if you weren't as so behind it like the leader should be, it probably wouldn't get done. But you know, it's an important event. We're the only capital in the United States that still has their nativity scene.
To my knowledge, that is,
Yeah.
to my knowledge, that is correct.
Yep, it is.
And I don't know if you're aware, last fall, or we had a hiccup with our Christmas tree delivery. Both IHM did and the
Yes.
Knights, and so we discontinued our Christmas trees last year, but we're going to be back this Christmas doing Christmas trees. Now, obviously, it's a long ways off. We just got through one winter. Nobody wants to think about another one.
I
But,
thought they sold trees out here, Chuck, last year.
well, they did. IHM did. We originally had our supplier couldn't come through for us,
Yeah.
and but our pastor called every tree seller in New England and
Yes.
found just enough
That's
for the
what I
IHM,
heard.
but we couldn't get enough for the night.
What
So
was the reason for that?
they came out of Canada, and by the time they went to cut them, they were under so much snow they couldn't cut them, and they were frozen open. So when you tried to wrap them up, they were snapping all the branches. So it was just a weather issue.
Yeah, we had that nasty snowstorm just before the Christmas, yes, because
So-
Brian is coming on board over the Christmas parade this coming year. And I remember that, because of that stupid snow, and I said, that's what we need, but that November's done that before.
It certainly has. But we'll be back this year with trees, and so we've got trees, and we've got the filler truck, and we've got the creche, and we've got the Tootsie Roll Drive, and
And you also do Camp Bernadette and Camp,
I am on the board of directors of Camp Bernadette and Camp Fatima, and
That's it, Fatima,
both
yes.
of them are doing quite well. Yes,
yeah.
yes,
You're really busy over there.
I keep busy. The 4
Yeah.
kids and the Knights, Columbus, and the camps certainly keeps me busy.
Does your wife ever see you?
My wife sees me plenty. Sees me plenty.
Gosh. Because it can be a full-time job on this stuff.
That's it's great work. I really enjoy it, and hopefully it'll inspire others and lead some to faith. And
Well, that's what you hope. I know it's true, because today it seems like people today are not into joining organizations and stuff, and it's sad because we need them, you know?
they do a lot of good work.
They do, so. Now, I'm not sure how much time we've got over there, about 5 minutes, Brian. But just to remind us again on that fill a truck food drive, do the people need to bring it, they can just bring it in bags, or do you need it in boxes?
No,
or just,
plastic bags, paper bags,
Okay.
single items.
All right.
However is most convenient for them.
Would you rather have cash rather than checks, or how did you do it? Because
Checks and cash are both very welcome. And the interesting thing about the financial donations is that we take that money and we actually purchase the food from the New Hampshire Food Bank, which is another Catholic-run organization in Manchester. And the power of the food bank is that they buy so much volume and have so much in donations that you're really doubling your money when you make a financial donation. So if if you're donating $20, that really turns into $40 worth of food for us. So this is a food drive. The food donations are wonderful, but the cash helps us again with those items that maybe we don't have enough of, and it does really double in value when you give it to us that way. We don't go to the Shaws or the Market Basket to buy it. We go to the food bank,
Yeah.
and again, it really doubles up. It's very helpful.
oh, that's good. No, and then after this, of course, the truck, I think I may have asked you this, but the truck doesn't stay here all night, does it?
It does. The truck
does?
they drop the trailer off on Friday afternoon, and it stays in the parking lot all weekend. And then and Sunday afternoon they send Ross Express is so good to us. They send a special driver on overtime at their expense. We drive it over to St. John's. We have a whole team. We use those conveyor belts, and we set it all right down into the basement at St. John's, and it's a very efficient operation at this point. This is our 4th year, so we've had some learning curves, and we've pretty much got it as a well-oiled machine right now. But yes, the truck will be here. It's right in the parking lot. We put big banners on it. You can't miss it.
Good. And that's for how you weigh it must be a scale that tells you how much you've got?
We do. We have a scale, and we keep a log, and we have the kids. One of the missions of the children is to sort it as we go, so that we don't get it all over to St. John's and then have to resort it over there. So
Good.
the kids will put the spaghetti sauce with the spaghetti sauce
Yeah.
and the pasta with the
Yeah.
pasta,
Yeah.
and it really, again, one of those learning curve things for us. We really got it down to a well-oiled machine.
Good. Well, we're coming to a close of Around Town and Faith Speaks, and we want to thank you, Chuck, and the members of the Knights of Concord, Knights of Columbus, and for all they do, because boy, I'll tell you, there's so many people that benefit from this all year long, not just for one day or one weekend, but all year long. And boy, it just, you'd be surprised. You see it on TV, those are out in other countries, but boy, right here in your own city, that's where it really bothers you. You know?
And it does. People ask me who benefits from the food pantry. The food pantry is Concord specific only, so it really is folks right here in the community.
Well, with that in mind, have a great day, have a great weekend, and don't forget, April 13th and 14th, come on over to Immaculate Heart of Mary Church here on 180 Loudon Road. Bring your food and fill up that truck, and so people can eat.
And again, if folks want to reach me, I'm at 496-0639.
Very good. I'm your host, Dick Patton. On behalf of Brian Blackton, have a great day, and we'll talk with you soon.